It's Andy Kenny again from Denbighshire Gardening Services. An absolutely beautiful day today. It's not even March, and here we are with sun and mid-teens temperatures. Beautiful, and I've been out most of the day, and a few jobs have come my way as a result, because everybody's starting to thinking about growing, cutting, and such like. It always takes the sound of a hedge trimmer or the sound of a lawnmower to get people active and thinking about it. Okay. We talked recently about lawn fertilisers, so I'm just going to have a quick mention about border fertilisers, plant fertilisers. There's millions of organic and chemical fertilisers you can put on. You'll hear of manure and compost and such like, which will rot into the soil to create good growth amongst our beds and borders. The most common one that's used is one called Growmore, which is a conglomerate name of the three main fertiliser ingredients that we talked about with the lawn fertiliser, which were nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus. Growmore's got all of those in it. It comes in a dry granular formula, in a box usually, or a bag, and essentially what you do is you wear your gloves, because it's a fertiliser, and you scatter it normally about 200 grams to a square metre over your beds and borders, water it in and hoe it in so it goes underneath the surface. If you've got any large shrubs, make sure that you don't throw it directly onto the leaves, put it around the base of the root, because what we want to do is actually this fertiliser wants to get down into the soil. We don't want to pop it onto the leaves. So put it into the soil by hoeing it or digging it over with a spade, and then water it again so it's well drenched in. That will aid summer growth, and it's an ideal time to put it on now in the early spring. So that's a little bit there about adding a plant fertiliser. I had a question recently from a lady who was asking about her lawn. She's got a pet dog, and she feels that the dog has weed on the lawn and has burnt the lawn through and left those nasty brown patches that you can get. And she asked what can be done. Well, basically what the problem is dogs' urine creates an issue with, ironically, it's got a lot of nitrogen in it, which is very good for a lawn, but the concentrate in a dog's urine is such that it will actually burn through the grass area and therefore kill it, leaving just a brown residue left. What needs to happen to actually improve that is we need to sort of dig that area out. But of course there's a stack of nitrogen in there that we need to disperse. So what we do is we scrape it over the area with a spring tine rake, which is the little small metal one, not the leaf rake and not the soil rake. Scrape it all off as though to scarify all the grass dead grass off. Clear that out to leave just a sort of soil base. Then what we need to do is put some compost over the top of it, or even some topsoil if we have some of that. Nicely fine soil, just spread it all over, level it off, and put some grass seed down, then some normal ryegrass seed which you can get from the garden centre. Pop that down, then cover it again with compost or some more topsoil, and then water it. Alright, if you can, create a net above that area so birds can't nick the seed before the seed germinates. But generally, as long as you've covered it with topsoil or compost, it should be okay and birds shouldn't eat it. Don't need to add a little fertiliser to that because there's plenty in the soil already. What will happen then is over a period of time it will grow back and recover your lawn area. Then you can just cut as normal. What you would find if you left that area of patch, what actually happens is it in time, when the nitrogen disperses, it will grow again, and the area that was previously sort of brown will go green and grow really, really strong. But it's not too healthy to have your garden looking like that over a short-term period. And if you want it to look nice this summer, do as I've asked you to do then. That will improve it. So there we go, a couple of little things for you. That's the daily input from me. Hope everything is okay. Any problems, give me a shout on andykenny@ymail.com if you need me to help out with anything in your garden. If you're in the Conway or Denbighshire area, log on to www.denbishiregardening.co.uk for further details. Thanks a lot. Bye now.